What's up, guys? Johnny here. I know it's been a while since I made a video on this channel, so I hope you guys had a wonderful New Year, New Year's Eve, because we're now in 2016, and I wanted to make this video a little sooner, maybe like January 1st, but it's too late for that. So here it is now, my top 10 most anticipated 2016 games. It's going to be mostly for Wii U and PS4, just because those are the two consoles I own, but let's just get this started. Number 10 goes to Star Fox Zero. This game literally has my dream team up, which is Nintendo and Platinum Games working on the game together. I've been wanting Platinum Games to work on this for a long time, ever since Kamiya said that he would love to work on Star Fox, even though I don't think he's working on it now, which is kind of weird. I believe Hashimoto is co-directing it, I want to say. Which is fucking awesome. I mean, he directed Bayonetta 2, which was an amazing game. And this collaboration is why I would love to have this game higher on my list, but it's not. It's number 10. And that is because what they've shown from the game so far hasn't really excited me in any way. It kind of looks... it looks kind of like what a Star Fox would look, you know, but I was expecting something a lot bigger, especially with the hardware at their disposal now. The last Star Fox game that came out was Star Fox 3D, Star Fox 64 3D on the 3DS, and that was a remake, so this is a brand new game, and I don't know, it's like, with other like beautiful games on the Wii U, you know, Mario Kart 8, more recently Xenoblade Chronicles X, the Legend of Zelda, which is still supposed to be coming out on the Wii U this year. It just feels like they could be doing a little more, you know? And especially with Platinum Games collaborating and their games being known for like crazy epic battles, like specifically on the Wii U, Bayonetta 2, like I mentioned before, and the wonderful 101. So this is why I would love to have the game higher on my list, but what they've shown so far hasn't really excited me that much. It's still Star Fox, so I'm still kind of excited, which is why it's still in my top 10. And I'm hoping Nintendo can prove me wrong and get this game really polished before release, which is why I'm glad that it got delayed a little bit. So it's still, I believe it's coming out April 21st, 2016. So they still have some time before the game comes out. Hopefully it knocks my socks off. But yes, number 10, Star Fox Zero. Number 9 goes to Gravity Rush 2. The original Gravity Rush that came out on the Vita, it was one of the reasons I wanted to get that system. I didn't end up getting a Vita, but it was one of the reasons I wanted to get one. And that's why I was so glad that they revealed Gravity Rush Remastered on the PS4, because now I'm going to be all over that. I think it comes out in February, so I'm going to be all over the remaster of Gravity Rush, as well as Gravity Rush 2 when that comes out. I am super excited. Number 8 goes to a game that wasn't even on my radar before. I didn't even know it existed, but it just recently came to my attention, and that is Firewatch for the PS4, and I believe Linux, Microsoft Windows, and OS X operating systems. There you go. But I'm probably going to get it on PS4. Firewatch, I saw a demo on IGN, I believe, where they showed a little segment. Well, it was a pretty long segment, but I'm guessing near the beginning of the game, and you're pretty much playing as this fire lookout, and you're just doing your job, you know. You're going around seeing that nobody is lighting off fireworks in this park that you're working at. And eventually things start getting a little weird. Like it's only you and you're talking to somebody on your walkie-talkie, and eventually it starts getting, you know, towards nighttime. A storm starts coming in, and you realize when you go back to your tower that that's where, you know, that's where you're pretty much chilling while you're waiting for somebody to light off some fireworks and then go tell them to stop it. You go back to your tower and somebody's ransacked the place, you know, like it looks like they threw your typewriter out the window, and you're like, what the hell's going on? And you start seeing like this mysterious person that's going around with a flashlight, and you're going after him, but you can't, you don't find him. So it looks like a really mysterious kind of game. I love these kind of mystery games like that, and I love the art style. Looks really good. It is a first-person adventure game, so yeah, Firewatch looks amazing. Now that I saw it, I can't wait to see more of it. I think it comes out pretty soon too. February 9th, 2016, that's what it says. So, yeah, Firewatch, number 8. Number 7 on the list goes to Mirror's Edge Catalyst. And I think I've talked about this on the channel before, but Mirror's Edge was one of my favorite games of last generation, mostly because it was so inventive. In a sea of first-person shooters that looked all like, you know, the the prominent color scheme being like brown and gray and like doom and gloom, depressing. Mirror's Edge was a game that, first of all, didn't focus on shooting. It was a first-person adventure kind of game. It was a first-person free-running parkour game. You didn't need a gun. You were pretty much running away from people that had guns. So it was different in that way. And also, it had the art style was so striking because most of the city uh, was like very white. Everything looked really bright. And there were colors, but they were used mostly as like visual cues to where you needed to go. So usually like poles you could climb up would be red, like a really bright red. If you didn't know where exactly to go, sometimes there would be like platforms that were really bright orange and things like that, so you would know to climb up that. So I really love how they use color in the game. Mirror's Edge Catalyst, I believe, is supposed to be like a reboot of the series, even though there's only been one game. But I am super excited for it. I can't wait to see what they can pull off now that they already tried it before last gen, and they know what to add, how to make the game better. So Mirror's Edge Catalyst, can't wait for this game. Number 6 goes to Pokken Tournament. Even though it was already released in arcades in 2015, it's finally going to make its home console Wii U debut on, when is it? I think it's spring of this year. I'm not sure, but I'm pretty sure it's spring, and I cannot wait for this game. I am not too, I don't know how to say, like, I've played 3D Fighters before, but it's only been Power Stone 1 and Power Stone 2 on the Dreamcast, and I love those games. Power Stone 2 being one of my favorite games of all time. I haven't played many other 3D Fighters at all, really. But Pokken Tournament, it looks so amazing. It doesn't really have like that party game aspect of Power Stone 2 where you could play with up to 4 players, but it is a 2-player fighting game. It has a good variety of Pokemon besides, that, what was it, Pikachu Libre or something like that? The Wrestler Pikachu. That was kind of a weird addition, but yeah, other than that, all the Pokemon look very different. Their powers look very different. There's close-up, like, fighting type Pokemon. There's Pokemon with ranged attacks. It looks like they still have a lot of Pokemon to reveal because they just recently revealed Sceptile, so I'm guessing we're going to get more reveals as the hype starts ramping up for the game's release. But yeah, Pokken Tournament, I cannot wait for this game. We're already halfway through the list, so number 5 goes to none other than The Last Guardian. This game, I've been waiting for it for so long. I'm just hoping it comes out already, It was supposed to come out on the PS3, and I had already lost all hope that it was going to come out at all, as I'm sure a lot of people did. But it was a huge surprise when I saw it turn up at E3 2015. So now, there's really not much to say, I loved Eco, I love Shadow of the Colossus. The Last Guardian, please come out soon. Number 4 goes to a new IP that was a huge surprise for me at E3 2015, and that is Horizon Zero Dawn for the PS4. This game looks amazing. I'm just in love with the concept of it, where civilization has pretty much fallen, but now you're a human that's pretty much trying to rebuild, and you're in a world where there's all these where there's still a technology left from when the humans, were the dominant species, I guess you could say. So there's still technology. There's like animals that are made at like robot animals, and you're pretty much trying to survive in this world where technology rules right now, and you're trying to rebuild the human civilization. And just the concept looks amazing to me, and visually speaking, the game looks beautiful. I cannot wait to see more of this game. But Horizon Zero Dawn, one of the bigger surprises of E3 2015, and I can't wait for the game to come out. Number 3 goes to none other than Yooka-Laylee. This is a Kickstarter game from Playtonic Games, and they're pretty much made up of ex-Rareware developers, which is fucking awesome. I've been waiting for a good 3D platformer from Rare for a long time, and especially since Banjo-Kazooie Nuts and Bolts, even though it's not a bad game, it wasn't the Banjo-Kazooie game that I wanted, and I'm sure a lot of people were kind of let down by it. So Yooka-Laylee looks exactly like the type of game I've been waiting for from these guys. I'm so glad they were finally able to break off and just form their own studio, Playtonic, and so they can start making these type of games that I know a lot of people are looking forward to Yooka-Laylee because it got to its Kickstarter goal like almost immediately. I remember. I seriously can't wait for it. We haven't been shown too much, but they've shown some areas. It's pretty much like a demo that they've shown where there's a certain certain area. It looks very colorful. The two main characters look amazing. I think it's set to come out October 2016. Around that time, so hopefully they can make the deadline and this game comes out this year, because I am super excited for it. We're getting down to the wire here, and I do know that these last two choices are probably pretty common for people to put at the top of their list, but whatever, man. Number 2 goes to Uncharted 4: A Thief's End. Uncharted is one of my favorite franchises to come out of last generation. And at the moment, actually, I'm playing through the Uncharted collection. I'm about to get to Uncharted 3, which I haven't played yet at all. I'm playing through Uncharted 2 right now, which is one of my favorite games of last generation. Uncharted 2 is fantastic. So, Uncharted 4, I know it's supposed to be the last Uncharted game made by Naughty Dog themselves. We don't know if I don't know if the franchise is going to continue after that under a different developer. But since it is the last one from Naughty Dog, I'm hoping they can make the best possible game they can. I know that's probably evident from the delay, because they had to delay it a couple of months. I think it was supposed to come out originally in March. I don't know when it's coming out now. I haven't checked. But yeah, I'm hoping they just polish it up really well and it turns out to be the fantastic game that we all know we all want it to be. So yes, number 2, Uncharted 4: A Thief's End. And finally, my number 1 most anticipated game of 2016 goes to none other than The Legend of Zelda for the Wii U. Of course, why wouldn't it? It still doesn't have a subtitle, but The Legend of Zelda for the Wii U. This game looks jaw-droppingly gorgeous from what they've shown so far. Oh my god, the art style they chose is just perfection. Looks amazing. Gameplay-wise, they haven't shown much at all. We do know it's supposed to be open world, which I've been waiting for, honestly, from Zelda. They showed at the Game Awards, I think 2014, they showed like a new gameplay mechanic where when you're riding on Epona, you can jump off, like mid-ride, jump off in slow motion and shoot arrows at your enemies, which looks fantastic. I love that mechanic. But that's pretty much all they've really shown that's new. They haven't shown too much from the game at all, but still, all of my hype lies within this game. This game is going to be amazing. I know it. I hope it doesn't get delayed anymore, other than it already has. But yeah, The Legend of Zelda has to be my number 1 most anticipated game of 2016. So there you have it, guys, my top 10 most anticipated games of 2016. I do have some honorable mentions here as well. Ratchet & Clank for the PS4, Street Fighter V for the PS4, No Man's Sky for the PS4, and Nier Automata. That's how I pronounce it. I don't know if it's Automata. I don't know, but Nier Automata. Those games look amazing as well, but you know, I can only have 10 in my top 10, so I had to make some decisions. But yeah, 2016 looks amazing for games. There aren't too many Wii U games, as you saw in my list, but that's pretty much because the Wii U releases are kind of starting to wind down now. Because the NX is supposed to be revealed, I'm guessing, this year. They just said they're going to talk about it this year, so I'm guessing they might reveal it at E3. But yeah, 2016 looks fucking amazing. Let me know what you guys are looking forward to this year. And as always, thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you guys next time.